Ice Vistani? Damn, I've been thinking about it the wrong way the entire time.
And we're live.
Just put
Hi,
it in chat.
everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Trapped in the Mists, a Curse of Strahd tale hosted here on the RPG Storytelling Twitch, YouTube, Moonbeam channels. It's good to be back. I am very excited to be playing. I just started grad school yesterday.
Ooh, congrats.
Congratulations.
And thank you.
I didn't
thank
know
you.
that. Damn.
It's been a long time coming. I have needed to do it for like a year, and I finally did it, and it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was, or thought it would be. I'm not taking a ton of classes, but I am very much looking forward to doing this. It looks like I'll be able to balance just about everything, which is actually quite nice.
Good.
So we shall see. But all of that said, I'm very excited to do this. I'm going for my Masters of Social Work.
Cool.
Want to get licensed, maybe put a clinical in there, maybe get my doctorate. I don't know, but
That would be fabulous.
I could be Dr. Myers. Be great.
Yes.
Huzzah indeed. Thank you, Robin. But yes, so D&D guys, D&D. Enough grad talk. Let's play some games. Thank you to everyone who's joining us live. I appreciate it. Thank you, Robin specifically, because I see you in the chat. Most of us are active in the chat while we're playing as best we can. So anyone who is live, feel free to ask questions or post things or react, all of the good stuff. If you watch on Twitch specifically, you can use channel points to redeem stuff, like naming NPCs, naming places, things like that. And basically just ruin my Castlevania vibe. Awesome. Well, that's so cool, Robin.
Yes.
That's so
Yes. So that being said, I can see Robin's watching on YouTube. I'm watching on Twitch. If anyone is on Moonbeam or in the RPG Storytelling Myths of Gaia Discord server, there is a special chat where all of the chat interactions from all 4 spots will go to the other 3. So everyone sees everything everybody posts. No matter what platform you're watching on, everybody sees the chat, which is a really nice feature. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so if you want to join the Discord, because you can put GIFs in there in the Discord, RPGstorytelling.com will get you all the links. We'll get you the Discord invite. We'll get you some merch if you want it. Go get some merch. It's phenomenal. I love it. A lot. So yeah, that's I think that's everything on my end. Anything else, Sarah? Anything I missed? Anything you want to add?
Just more plugs for the merch. We've got t-shirts, posters, mugs, notebooks, lots more t-shirts, blankets, puzzles, and I'm working on putting so much more up there.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes.
All right. Well, without further ado, I think that brings us back up current. So let's slip back once again into the mists and feel ourselves transported into Barovia, the land with no sun and whose skies are always overcast by the thick clouds of the mists. As it is now, so has it been for decades, centuries passing as has each before it. The people here are born, they live, and they die. Some even find themselves unlucky enough to live through another turning of the cycle, when the mists and the shadowy creatures which inhabit them deem it time to wake the Count from his slumber and capture souls from beyond their borders to entertain and even torture the denizens here. And this is where our story continues. Ned, dun 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 dun, what happened last time?
I forgot I was doing this. Last time we arrived in the land of Barovia after a long trip involving, extra dimensions, talking to really, really cool, like, I don't know, I guess, what's the word for it that I'm looking for? I guess psychic witches, whatever. And running into whatever the hell that skeleton monstrosity is. Anyway, after dropping off people, making sure everybody was cool, we wanted to head our way to the Keepers of the Fang. Few things. We realized that actually, am I misremembering, or did we go into the book last time as well? Or
We went into the book first, came out of the book,
yeah, we
and then
did.
went to
Yeah,
the
second
and then
time.
went to the keepers. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were finishing actually being inside the
Yes.
book.
We were halfway into the book,
Yeah.
and then we came out. Yeah.
Yeah, it essentially turned out to be a nice chase sequence within the book, chasing Strahd through the Temple of Amber. We all did some cool skill checks, flying and whatnot. Pretty much seeing his descent into vampirism. He reached a lower level in the Amber, in the Temple of Amber, and down there we saw three, what I'm assuming are Amber, I guess, structures, each with some kind of dark swirling thingy inside of them. He decided to choose what, from our perspective, like in real life, would be left on the map, but from his perspective, would have been right. And made a deal with the creature inside, who we assumed to be Vampire, which apparently made him into a vampire, and then instructed him to munch on his friend Alec, which he did because I don't know, Strahd's always going to kind of a little bitch, so I'm not surprised he's not loyal. So that occurred, and that was the end of the vision. We stepped out, and from there, had breakfast. Yana had a first breakfast in the forest, consisting of something. We don't know what, but it certainly wasn't what we had. And while she was there, she noted unfamiliar sounds in that forest. It did not sound safe. She made her way back and joined us for our first breakfast, her second breakfast. It's good appetite on her. She'll need it. And then we decided to head out. Upon reaching the forest, we realized, this place seems extra shitty. Because there were a lot of sounds and creatures. There's a lot of sounds of creatures in there that looked like they were going to try and kill us. And as we stepped in further, we saw what looked like some kind of mushrooms or fungi that would alarm the entire forest if we got too close to them. As a party, we decided, this looks like bullshit. So the only way to fight bullshit was with more bullshit. So Ned cast a fly spell at a fourth level, twinned it so it could be upcast to a fifth level to affect 3 creatures. And because he had a sorcerer's rage, he was also able to apply and extend on it so that they could fly for 20 minutes and just not deal with any of that shit. They got to the Keepers of the Fang. Yana had some loin time with her girlfriend. And then we just proceeded to speak with the leaderships there, who gave us a lot of insight as to, a little bit of the nature of these shadow creatures that we're now learning about. Namely, that anyone who's a keeper of the Fang, in order to become a werewolf, has had to make a deal with it. So that if we were to rid Yana of it, she would also lose her ability to fight the way she does. So we probably don't want to do that. We also did learn that if she now I'm trying to remember what order is it. If she does not feed the hunger, or if she feeds the hunger too much, it takes over.
Too much.
Too much.
But if she feeds into that hunger too much, it takes over. But she's doubly hungry because she's like doubly cursed, having also being a dancer, for example. So well, girls gotta eat. She had 2 breakfasts that morning already. I think she's doing it wrong.
Girl dinner.
We did try to figure out how we can get Gawain purified. and it turns out that they don't know how to do so, but one of the other keepers may have records, and I forget the name of the place we're going to. Something of the vault.
Yes, the headquarters of the Old Guard.
The headquarters of the old guard. We're gonna go there and see if we can find any clues on one, figuring out exactly what is in Gawain, and how we can get it out of it. And then from there, we took a long rest and are prepared to go out and figure out a way around the forest without dealing with the bullshit that's in there. Because from what we heard, it's not just, basic treants, which we could just like blow a limit of fire on and they like die, but some other crazy plants that'll really fuck us up. Perhaps there are some details I missed, so if anybody knows them, please fill those in.
I think that covered most of it.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Oh, canonically, Gawain invented Oreos for Nedro's
Yes.
bedtime.
Very important.
Yeah.
And it did inspire him, so that was good.
Nothing from Ivor.
Just some unhinged quotes on my end.
That's not.
It was important,
At all. All right, so you guys spend the rest of the afternoon with the Keepers of the Fang. You got a couple more hours for any crafting that you guys wanted to have done. So go ahead and, if you have not already marked those, I think most of you have, but just in case, go ahead and mark those on your respective projects. And then you spend the night. The Keepers are not a super rowdy bunch, collectively. Many of them are a little bit more reserved. They're a little bit cool. Sort of, to themselves.
I feel like
Present
Yana
company
and I-
exclusive.
Right.
And Ariadne as well. Like,
Of course.
notable exceptions, but many of the others are much more like the High Keeper, sort of cool and aloof, and just sort of to themselves. So it is a quiet evening for all of you. And we can either pause if there is anything in the afternoon, evening you guys wanted to do specifically while crafting, or we can go ahead and move on to the next morning.
Gawain has two things he'd like to do that night. Do his nightly potions, as he always does. But then he would like to go through and polish and clean all of his armor, get 100% presentable, and go through all that ritual that he normally does to commune with the Lady of Light.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Bitches, you evil. Is the first question.
Not that one. That is Gawain's lady. All right, as you set yourself up and orient yourself in this way toward this, and setting your mind, calming your thoughts, and sort of just channeling yourself into a single focus as you have done in the past. After some time, you feel yourself almost lifted out of your body a little bit and weightless. And on your back of your shoulder, you feel a warm hand, as you have felt before, and you know that she is with you.
My champion. What do you require?
My lady, I know that I have often and fervently given my declaration of resolution for the goal that we have set. And I must confess, my lady, that I find myself shaken in faith. The darkness that is inside of me, it scares me. And I don't know my past, and I don't know if I can trust myself going forward with this darkness, this curse.
What have you been told of this?
I have been told that I have the same dark curse, same dark marking on my soul that Strahd has. That me taking over from Strahd is not in the way that I thought. Not as a benevolent guardian, but as another tyrant. Something worse than Strahd.
It is true that you are marked as Ivor. But there is no reason to believe that you are destined for darkness. I've not been training and shaping to transform the darkness into a glorious light. Channel it into yourself and manifest something beautiful. A faith.
What was that last thing you said? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
And manifest into something beautiful, have faith.
DM, can I know it's probably not a good idea. Can I insight check the Lady of Light? Her general intent, like if I can gauge her intentions by...
You may do so at disadvantage, and it is a high DC.
I figured.
Got a 20. 2 20s.
Come on.
Come on, Rosewater.
Insight, plus 2. First one's an 18, so that's good. Second one's a 17, so it's a 19.
You have never known your lady to lie to you. She is enigmatic and perhaps hard to understand. You suspect much to her beyond what you have been able to comprehend. But in this moment, you can't pinpoint anything that gives you reason. Like, you're hesitating, but you can't put your finger on why. You are having a crisis of faith. And unfortunately, there is nothing to glean here. She seems to be being straightforward with you, or as straightforward as she is. You're still muted.
I think the only way forward for Gawain is to be as truthful as possible. Is he looking at the Lady of Light, or is she still behind him?
Behind him.
Okay.
You can feel on the edges of your consciousness, edges of your vision, the light, like a corona from behind, almost like you were the moon in an eclipse. You can feel the sun behind you, and the warmth of her hand on your shoulder, but you are in front of her facing away.
My lady, I intend to keep faith. But I must confess that I believe that you are an entity of good and that you truly wish to see the new dawn of Barovia. But I have been tricked before. I do not wish for us to ever be enemies. But if you were to fall from the light, or to push me to fall, then I do not believe that I could, in good conscience, continue in my oath. I would rather lose my powers and denigrate myself to that of a farmer and live my life out in peace than risk even a single civilian.
And would you continue this cycle by your non-action if it were to risk the lives of these civilians, these innocents, with no guarantee of their destruction or of their salvation? Would you stand by on the sidelines and not even try?
I will always do all that I can to protect those around me. But if the choice is to be evil or to be more evil, I prefer to not play the game at all.
What if you had to risk a fall in order to win? A gamble. What if without your intervention, Strahd's triumph was assured?
My lady, I have tried to remain as humble as possible, and I have been. Does it not seem like the. Sorry, can you repeat what you just said?
Oh, I don't have the voice changer on.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you didn't.
I thought that was on purpose.
No. She
it was still thematic.
she asked, what if without risking anything, Strahd's triumph was assured? Would you still sit by and watch?
It feels prideful to think that I am the linchpin, the thing that the entire fate of Barovia hangs on. I think more realistically, it's our team. It's my family. We can be the linchpin, but I don't believe I am the linchpin.
Family needs. I champ.
You're broken.
Yeah, sorry.
Your family needs. I champ.
I do not intend to leave my family. All I mean to express is that if by some infinitesimal chance that you are not who, that your intentions are not what you claim they are, then I do not believe I can continue to be your champion. But as I have stated, I do not believe that to be the case. I just must be honest and forthright and tell you the truth. I would not lie to you and tell you that I would follow you through absolutely anything, because that is unreasonable. Faith is one thing, but it must be tempered by reason.
You feel a second hand on your other shoulder, and just sort of slides up to hold the sides of your head, as you can feel her lean down and just give you a gentle kiss on the top of your head.
I said that I would never ask anything else. Your conscience will be your guide, as will my voice. You are well on the path. Stay the course, and you will find the salvation you seek. And you will write the salvation you reach for.
As you wish, my lady. It shall be done.
There's another kiss from behind, just right on the crown of your head, and she lets you go and withdraws. The light fades, the warmth dissipates.
I think Gawain tries to stay in this meditative state for a second, even as the light pulls back and the darkness begins to creep in. He's just going to float there in the void and just try to really consider everything, put the pieces together that he's obviously not been able to put together so far. But yeah, I think he just eventually comes out of the meditative state and grabs a glass of warm milk and some Oreos, and then goes to bed.
All right. Night descends. The evening turns into pitch darkness. The overcast, starless sky, black like a blanket above you. The morning arrives, eventually brightening back into the sullen gray, illuminating the countryside in the area you were in. Go ahead and roll for those potions.
It's a 19.
You're able to get all 4.
Sweet.
Also, Gawain, how many empty jugs do you have disinfected?
What size? Like, what do you mean?
Normal potion.
Oh, the vials? Oh, I've got a bunch.
Got a bunch?
Yeah, I've got like 20.
All right, I'll do that and do normal poison.
Poison.
As many as I can do.
Nice. How many ounces is that?
I think it's 2 ounces. Hold on, let me double check.
I think it's 1 vial,
This would be 4 ounces.
4 ounces.
but I could be wrong. I think we looked at this
Yeah.
last week, but I don't remember.
Yeah, basic poison, 4 ounces. Alright, sweet. I will mark off a vial.
And then I'm just gonna go up to Cesar and before I go to sleep, and patch him up a little bit, and he patches himself up a little bit. Like, it's almost like he shimmers, and it's like a greenish blue flows underneath him, and it's almost like feathers, but it's like shingles of steel and metal as he calms down, and he goes, "Is everything okay?" Well, actually, Steven, do you want to do Caesar?
In this moment, he's all yours. I'm not quite sure exactly what you were looking to do with it.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to have an exchange with, unless you wanted to roleplay with Cesar.
Actually, yeah, let's roleplay.
Okay. Well, in that case, far be it from me to deny anybody. So, remind me, what did you say to him?
What did I just say?
You said
So
everything right.
yes, it's within your own right to have your own faculty.
What do you mean by this, Father?
I mean, you can be your own person now.
But I am your son.
I understand that. However, you're a man now. You have to understand that. And not only that, I'm not saying that you have to fly the coop or anything like that. I'm not saying that you have to leave. I'm saying that I love you. I'm saying that you're a man now. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. And I'm going to take my glove off and extend it to Cesar and grasp it. There are things called golems, and I'll explain what a golem is.
Oh my
and
God.
Yes, I'm going to give him a bedtime story of a fucking lifetime, because that's what the fuck I'm doing. So I hope you understand what you're about to become, because basically that's what you are. Anyone in chat that is confused, basically that's what you are. Anyone in chat that is confused, look up the rules. I'm sorry. Cesar, I love you with all my heart. And I always will. Thank you for everything that you've done and everything that you will do. Not only be your father, but I will be your dad.
So you've explained how who he that you built him, where he came from, all of that, the whole story of his creation.
Yes. And I feel like that would take up like pretty much all of the time.
He sits quietly. The only motion being the focusing of his irises, and as they focus and spin and then focus and spin, as he processes and listens and takes in what you have to say. I am still your son, Father, for you have made me.
Father, yes. If you see me as your dad, that is up for you to decide. Son. And I offer my hand again.
He'll grasp it.
And even though Ivor doesn't have enough strength to lift this massive hunk of a son, he just embraces and pulls him up.
An embrace is something that you've programmed, that you have built in. A series of movements, precise servos actuating in response to gyroscopic sensors in what approximates the facsimile of an embrace.
Yes.
It looks the part, but it has always lacked the warmth of that ever so slight squeeze of value that makes a hug warm.
Yes. It's not such of a combat grapple. It's a endearing.
In many circumstances, Cesar has had to hug somebody into submission when they got rowdy in the shop,
or suplex somebody.
It's the it's the same command, but in this moment, as he returns the embrace, it is your analytical mind notices that this is not the precise, calculated movements that you have programmed. This is a genuine embrace. There's the hold and then the little squeeze. Just enough to put a little bit of comfortable pressure. Not enough, but not enough to cause pain or stop you from breathing or any of those fun things. But, and for the first time you feel that you have been embraced by your son.
And I reach up nice and high. And I just go, in the morning, if there's any more questions, please let me know. I will teach you all sorts of things because you are my son and I love you.
I have no questions for you, Father.
Very well.
I love you also.
Is he looking around the group?
No, he's focused on you.
Okay. Going forward, this is going to be a very a very difficult journey. Our family so far is going to grow expeditiously. I need you to protect them as well. And I'm sure you can do that.
Absolutely.
Very well. So,
And he he was seated with his knuckles on the ground. He stands up into a quadrupedal, sort of pushing up as gorillas do when they sort of push themselves up, and almost like he's presenting himself for duty.
very well. Actually, stay as that stands. I might be able to do something tonight. He's not going to do anything tonight. Ivor is just gonna just make sure everything's well oiled, WD-40 stuff like that. No modifications because I don't have time for that. I'm guessing, unless I do.
You actually never did anything with your 4 hours of crafting today.
Oh, I
So if you
thought
wanted to, yeah,
no, I thought I did the jugs.
that takes you literally 6 seconds.
Jugs.
Jugs.
You
I
look at
said
it and go,
oiled up.
poison, and it fills with poison. Well, 4 ounces poison. It goes.
Ooh,
Can
what
run it,
scroll
yeah.
was I learning?
Ivor, actually, stay right there. I might be able to do something. Narrator, he did not, in fact, do anything that evening.
I don't know.
You could turn it. You could work on turning him into the transformer.
I thought you wanted him to be a DJ station.
I mean,
Like one is more
That's-
useful than the other.
yeah, the transformer's a little more useful. I was just, if we have extraneous downtime, then yeah, sure, make him into a DJ station. Hell yeah.
You can also put 4 hours toward your part of the canon, if you
Oh, yeah.
want.
Ooh, let's
Oh,
do
yeah, I think
that.
that's what he did do last time.
That's what I thought. We marked down.
Yeah, that's what I thought I did. That's why I
never
didn't
marked
question it.
down.
Because
Okay, so is that 4 more hours into the catapult, or
yeah. How many do you have marked down right now?
Right now I have
Got 8 hours in when we were traveling from Vallaki to Barovia. And then the 4 hours from today, so it's at least 12.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and mark down. This is going to be you will need to put in 40 hours of work.
I found it. Originally, it was 8 out of 40, so it's 16. You're at 20 out of 40. You're halfway there.
8 out of 40. That was from the day that you guys spent in Vallaki before you left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird because I had 18.
That math doesn't math. That's
that's
an
weird.
odd. Yeah, that number just wouldn't have come up. Yeah, so it should be 20.
Okay. All right, so I'm halfway there.
And basically, so what you're doing is you are modifying and like preparing the base structure, like the receptacle end on Cesar. You are completing the metallic bits. He's taking care of the metallic bits. You're doing the fine tuning, like the springs and the ratcheting, the things that need precision work, while Yvonne forges the large structures and gets them fixed in place.
Yes.
So you are 20 out of 40 hours in on this project. Excellent. And yeah. As the sky brightens and the new day is upon you, even though a new dawn has yet to rise, the sky is just as overcast as it was the day before. And in fact, maybe slightly darker. A pitter-patter of rain begins to sprinkle. Before a gentle, more than a mist, a light rain begins. It's cool but not cold. But it'll get old very fast. If you are traveling without cover for any extended period of time, you will be soaked thoroughly within but a few moments.
Nedro will consistently cast shape water around himself and one other person, probably Riss, to keep us both dry.
That's what's up.
If we happen to need to do that.
But yeah, the morning is yours. Gawain, you gather your potions. Ivor, you clean up your workstation from the night before, where you definitely fell asleep mid-project.
He wakes up with a pillow that he did not have when he went to sleep underneath him, and just has like a small blanket over him. Gawain came down for a midnight snack and saw that he was napping there and didn't want to like wake him, but he was like, you need to be warm so you don't wake up feeling like crap.
And Ivor just goes, is it? He smells breakfast getting ready, and he's like, Cesar, help Gawain. And he just points in a random direction.
Gawain got up very early and is making breakfast for the entire keep.
You point up Gawain, and Caesar acknowledges and walks in a very different direction. As he goes to help Gawain where Gawain is actually.
I say he's been here before, so he should know where the kitchen is.
He just woke up.
Yeah.
Do robots just wake up?
No. Ivor just woke up.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. No, because like Caesar already got the implications. Me pointing doesn't like affect him at all. Like he's acting on his own accord at this point. He's
He just
already
knows
helped.
he just knows
Yeah.
that your wisdom isn't good, so your sense of direction sucks.
Mhm. Yeah.
Gawain, roll a d100.
I totally forgot we're doing that.
This is great.
Hold on. I'm not even fucking kidding. I rolled a 62 again.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What was that
No.
again?
Yeah, no, that's good.
It means we
it's
can't
the
be
coffee.
surprised for 8
Yeah.
hours.
Unable to be ambushed or surprised for the next 8 hours. You figured something out and you were like, this is good.
Yes, no, okay, that is a 62. I was like, is that 92? But no, it's 60.
That would have been just as fun.
Which means that Gawain 100% didn't learn his lesson the first time. He tried it and went, that is perfect and delicious, and we're never changing it. Which is going to drastically change as the coffee beans start to fucking dwindle off. Got some rationing at that point.
Mm-hmm. You know, just lean into it. Go for it right now. But yes, the morning is yours. Breakfast is had. For the next 8 hours, you guys are hyper vigilant and unable to be surprised or ambushed.
Is hypervigilant advantage on perception checks or something?
Not in this case.
Dang, I tried.
Yeah.
A
Good
for
question.
effort. A for
Good
effort.
question. Yep.
But yes, the morning is yours.
Oh my god, I just made a squad of fucking werewolves. I can't be surprised.
You made a squad of what?
Werewolves that can't be surprised. Because I just cooked for the entire keep of the Order of the Fang.
Did you
So-
make that out of the rock?
What?
No, the coffee. The coffee is what makes it so that they can't be surprised. But yes, probably there was some rock meat in there. I think there's rock bacon. Because we did determine that this cooks like duck, and you can make duck bacon.
Ooh, you can do that. Yes.
It's delicious. So yes, it's a large. You'd swear Gawain was a hobbit in his past life, because it's just a massive hobbit breakfast.
Breakfast and then rock. Second breakfast.
So are we? We are headed to where we talked about yesterday. Correct.
I mean, if we can find a safe way of getting there, yeah.
Can we
like
do what we did
there.
before?
Depends on how fast we can go. I mean, well, we know how fast that spell works, but I don't. I don't think we'd cover enough distance
Hmm.
Not unless we risked it and went partway through, hoping we don't run into anything, and then try to fly out.
Unless we spend enough time and can create enough mounts to travel faster.
Um,
But we don't have that amount of time.
Steven, what is the distance between here and like this opening? Oh, 1.7. How long with a fly spell of 60 feet would it take us to like get here? Could we do it in like a 20-minute run at least?
Okay, so let's see. 6 miles an hour divided by, that's 60. 6 miles an hour divided by basically, no, divided by 1.5. 6 miles in in 60 minutes. Got to do some dimensional analysis. We want to know X minutes for 1.8 miles?
1.7.
Or even how many minutes of flight would we need to cross the whole thing? I want to get an idea.
We'll say 2 miles and make it nice.
Because if it's 30 minutes, then I can pull that off as well.
All right, so you can go 2 miles in 20 minutes.
And how long across is this? 2.1 miles if we go
That'll
this
be
way.
that's sufficient.
All right, so I can get us across in one go.
Mm-hmm.
And we could walk the rest of the way, which is where exactly? Hold on.
There is a highlighted hex south of
Got
Vallaki.
it. And then all these little lines is like pretty much up and downhill, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that what we want to do then? You know, going up and down those hills will be taxing, and I'm sure we'll avoid whatever in the forest, but I'm sure there's things out there too that might get us, or attempt to.
This is foolish of me, but you know me. Whatever is in front of us is fodder, if you say so. But whatever is behind us might gang up on me. So, it's your call.
Can someone ping on the map where we're going?
It's in the other forest, or one of the
Mhm.
other forests. Zoom out more.
Yes,
I see it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
over by Vallaki.
Okay.
And yes, the 2 miles will just barely get you out of the forest at the shortest distance. So best case scenario, you will be exactly where you need to be.
In 20 minutes, correct?
In 20 minutes exactly, you will be at the full extent that you can possibly push the spell.
And I will reiterate that. So no, absolutely no wasting time. You do a straight line. If you fall in, fuck. Okay?
Yeah, fallen and fuck? Wait, hold on.
Not the way you want, and not the way Yana did last night.
And this morning.
The coffin maker's not here.
Exactly.
Hence why they actually did it and didn't just talk about it.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, if no one has any alternate plans or anything you want to do before going, we should probably do this, right?
By all means.
And then I'll
what-
ask you guys in real life, is there anything we want to do before we leave?
Oh, I was gonna ask your staff.
My staff doesn't talk.
Does
I
he
think-
whirl around?
I think
in
he
a-
meant the sun sword.
or the sun sword? Yeah.
The
We-
sun
we-
sword talks, the staff does not. Yeah.
Hmm.
It does seem to respond. It's not verbal, but it is reactive. As you've seen many
it's
times.
Like Mjolnir or Stormbreaker from Marvel. Like
Such
it's
a
got
good way to put it.
attitude. It's got attitude for sure, but it doesn't verbalize anything.
All right. So unless anyone has anything to do, I will start spending resources, including first level spell for mage armor today. So I will use 1 use of innate sorcery. Oh damn. 1 use of innate sorcery. 2 sorcery points, and then a 4th level fly spell to once again empower the 2 mounts and Cesar so they can carry us across in 20 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and get us just to the edge.
Okay.
Gotta love
Gawain's
that.
gonna go ahead. Gawain's gonna go ahead and cast light on his on the dread axe and then sheath it, just in case.
Absolutely. As you gear up, the keepers gather to see you off. And Ned, you just pour yourself into this spell, just cranking absolutely everything you can out of it. And it's what? The 2 mounts and Cesar are the ones who are actually flying?
Yes, because the 2 mounts can carry 2 of us each, and then Cesar can carry Ivor.
As Bellatrix and Orion just sort of drift and lift off in a familiar and practiced motion, and Cesar sort of lifts off as well. You guys begin to float and head off. The keepers sort of giving you their salute, and just seeing you off. Maybe not a salute, they're too informal for that, but just sort of standing there watching you until you crest over the tree line, and you break visual. All right, so as you guys drift, you have to get everything exactly right as you carry through across the forest here. Which means...
and really quickly, I will say, and a plan B, if we're falling early, everyone get very, very, very close to me. I can reapply the spell for an additional 10 minutes.
Very nice, okay.
So fucking up won't be the worst as long as we can all fall within touch distance of me.
So we gotta fly. Well, we'd be flying in close formation anyways, just in case we get like hit by something from the sky. So we're all protected.
Also, DM, before we take off, can I ritual cast detect magic?
Yeah, you can have that up for what? How long does it last? 10 minutes or an hour?
10? Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Detect magic is active. Nothing out of the ordinary jumps at you yet, at the very least, as you guys lift off and push off. But yes, as I was saying, you guys have to nail every aspect of this, and it will get you just enough. So we're going to do a skill challenge, because this force is fraught with danger. We will have several rounds, probably 3 or 4, and you need at least 3 successes on each round, or it's gonna go real bad, real fast.
Don't make me use a spell slot.
Things can go left very quickly.
Mr. DM, may I give out a couple of bardic inspirations as we take off on our flight?
We will you can have some in-flight bardic inspirations. We'll do that as we come around to it. So,
Sounds good.
all right. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Goody.
Also, is it still raining?
It is still raining. Yes.
Cool.
Hey!
Water. I got an 8.
So unless we're sticking Yana with Gawain, Riss, it looks like you're getting wet.
Okay. Cool.
If you choose Gawain,
Well-
at least you have a windshield in the way.
It's true. I was gonna say, how far will you let me stretch elementalism?
Elementalism. Let me see.
Is it supposed to be like really bad? I know I get away with so much
Create a
with that
spray
You
of
spell.
cool
melt or
mist.
something? Like, what happens?
I'm mainly
Create a
worried about my spell book, alright?
Got it.
Unfortunately, this creates it. It does not destroy it.
Cool.
The water.
If you need
Would you
to
allow
throw the
me-
book in the bag.
Because you have access, so even, like, mechanically, it's not gonna
I know.
just rain, but I like the
it's a good
flavor of it.
answer. I don't like the answer. But I will, because I have my spells prepared. You can tell Riss does not want to part with their spellbook, but they will. What I need to do is I need to upgrade it to like whatever magic item is from Tasha's that like
Oh,
makes
yeah.
it so your spellbook can't be destroyed. Or
The
something like that.
enduring
What I need to do
spellbook.
is figure out how to do that, but
So many upgrades, so little time.
yeah. Honestly, I don't even think Riss knows that exists, so like... But yeah, Riss will put their spellbook in, the box of holding for the moment. Not that I don't have access, because I'm not going to need access to like my ritual spells.
So
while
are
running
you with
all the skill
Gawain or
challenge.
are you with Yana?
I don't care. I don't know. I'll sit with Yana.
But
Okay.
if you want to put it in the box, you have to be.
Oh, I would have done this before we moved. This
Oh,
would have been an
yeah.
immediate concern as soon as like Riss knew that they weren't going to have the umbrella.
Gotcha.
So Gawain and Ned are perfectly dry.
And honestly, unfortunately, Riss probably would have badgered everyone to put all of their scrolls, if they aren't in like a pack of some sort, in the box of holding as well.
Strap on box of folded.
And once we get all loaded up onto
Anything
Bellatrix
paper.
and Orion, I probably would have draped my my cloak over Riss.
Oh, thanks.
All right. So as you guys lift off, in the rain, and you begin moving at a relatively decent rate, the rain is not comfortable. It is... It stings, and it's a bad time. At the start of every round, at the start of your turn, if you are concentrating on a spell, you will need to make a DC 10 concentration check to maintain it. So specifically for you, Ned,
Even though I'm shaping water?
even though you're shaping water. Now that is an action every turn.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use your action to shape water, that will you will automatically pass that concentration check. Now, if you do it multiple times in a row, we'll be rolling for it. And with the skill challenge, you got to do something different every time, or at least go back and forth between things. So it could get a little squirrely, but yes, if you succeed on that, you can maintain. That is absolutely fine.
How many rounds are going to be?
At least 3 or 4.
Got it.
I have a couple of complication ideas for you guys to interact with. but not a ton. But there will be several rounds. All right. That's not what I want to look at.
And this is our way on the way to where?
In the world did all of this get? You guys are just trying to jump over the forest and get out of this danger zone. At what point you will be able to continue on foot, safely without having to worry about these monstrosities here in the forest. So, as you guys set out, shaping water, you and Orion and Ned and Orion and Gawain are dry. Ivor, Cesar, Riss, and Yana, as well as Bellatrix, are accosted by the droplets. It's a bad time.
Used to it.
There are... You can tell that there are things beneath the trees, which, given how tight the time frame is, you guys are forced to skirt uncomfortably close to the tree line. And you suspect that if they realize you're there, whatever entities are within the forest will be able to reach out and attempt to grab you or launch something at you. So as they're lumbering through, and you can see like the canopies move and sort of track approximations of where these creatures are, round one will be evasion, stealth, etc. As we take the initiative 25 to 20. Oh boy. 20 to 15.
16.
Oh boy.
I'm the leader in initiative.
15 to 10.
13.
Sorry.
11.
Oh, sorry. I was 18.
15 for Ivor, 13 for Yana, 11 for Riss, and then Ned, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
8. Luckily, with the skill challenge, this is just to organize you guys, because with the absence of a legendary creature, I do not attempt to subtract successes. So you are merely ordering yourselves with this. So, Ivor, you are up first. You and Cesar are
Okay.
flying face first into this rain. It's like riding a roller coaster in the rain. If you've ever done that, it's not fun. I can confirm. I have done it before. It stings like the dickens.
Have
Motorcycle
you
in the
ever?
rain. Done.
Yep.
Have you ever done like a wooden roller coaster in the rain?
Yes.
I've
That
done
is
them all.
scary.
I did a launch coaster no, they don't run that in the rain. Just kidding. I didn't do that one. But yes, Ivor, you were up first. Gawain, you were on deck. So in this moment, Ivor, you are the tip of the spear as we are pushing through slightly above the tree line. Large, massive entities just sort of... and the trees... like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. The second Jurassic Park movie. You can see the trees moving where they are. How do you attempt to aid in navigating through this sort of minefield?
I would like to roll a d12, and I don't know if I'm pretty sure my echo is still here.
Yeah.
But if it's not, can I roll?
Yeah, no, your echo's on with you. He doesn't disappear unless something happens to him. But yeah, he's
Okay.
with you for whatever you need.
Takes
All
one
right.
piece of hail to the forehead and just poofs.
Yeah. Maybe. So he just goes, this is very much much like a amusement park. Yes? Are we just having fun here? Surely no. That thing needs to go. And so he takes a pop shot.
Okay, so you are going to try to attack these things rather than trying to navigate through them.
That's what he's trying to do.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah. Do we see Ivor about to like start fucking unloading on something in the forest?
Yes, you guys can do a quick powwow sidebar. You guys are close together.
I swear to God, Ivor, stop that thing from shooting stuff.
So actual Ivor is going to divert the muffle of the rifle.
Give me this whole thing unfolding. Give me a dexterity check. Do you have any bonus to your initiative other than dexterity? You do not. Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
Just flat roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm having you roll initiative just to see if you're quick enough to intervene as Echo is just off the rails, and sort of like clamp your silencer where it needs to go before something happens. So yeah, go ahead and give me a... We'll call this DC... This skill challenge is not particularly arduous. DC 15 for the subsequent round, for this roll in the subsequent rounds.
I hit 15 on the dot.
Excellent. Go ahead and mark a charge off of your silencer.
Okay.
But you manage to clamp it down on there, and it just much suppressed. And the bullet still rockets out of the barrel and flies down into the canopy, but rather than ringing out from your position and providing much the same function that the Shriekers would have down in the forest, the impact of the bullet is what draws attention, and that happens a good 50 yards away. And you see many of the shapes shift and move to investigate whatever this impact was, suspecting it is something that they might be interested in. That is one success. Leads us to Gawain, with Yana on deck.
Mission failed successfully.
Mm-hmm. That is exactly correct.
I would like to attempt to find the best. Like, I would like to try to lead us from basically like the most advantageous position to advantageous position in terms of stealth, trying to like avoid these like large. Whenever we see the trees move, I want to like pivot a little bit, not like enough to like divert us where we lose like time, but just enough so that like we're not catching any strays as we are going.
Right. Are you can I'll let you pick. You can give me either acrobatics or survival.
They're the same. Okay.
Yana's up next. It's up to you, just so that we know which one she can't do.
I'll do acrobatics. I feel like Yana's much better at survival than I am. I mean, obviously better at acrobatics, but I feel like your nose is a little more valuable in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well played.
Yes. Oh, and I will, if possible, as I'm leading us, I'm just gonna just first shoot a glance at Echo. Just like shoot him that look of like, if you do that again, I will pop you myself.
And he just goes, if I ever become a detriment to you.
Oh, he didn't say
eliminate
anything
me.
out loud. He just like, it was just all in the eyes.
Mm-hmm. It's
Just
just like
that
an
look of, like-
understanding.
Yeah, just that look of like, don't do that shit again, please.
Who do you think? Anyway, go ahead.
And I'm just gonna, I'm going to look at I'm gonna pull up next to Yana and just say, I'm gonna try to find us a better course. Can you, or I'm gonna try to keep us hidden. Can you find us a better course?
I'll do my best.
If you have a better stealth bonus, you can also. I would also let you roll stealth.
Okay, yeah, I'll do stealth. I actually do have proficiency in stealth. Gotta make up for that disadvantage. Well, the now flat roll, but... Shit. That is a... Where's my lighting in here? Nat 20, fuck. Okay.
Natural 20. Excellent. Excellent. 2 successes.
Oh, and you have a bardic as well, Yana. So
Okay.
that was...
Wait, how
which is
many
a
is that
D6.
so far?
On a nat
That's-
20, I'll say that's fine. You can go ahead and push that through as well.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know if it was...
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Skill challenges is action or bonus action. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's more of a vibe than actual combat, which is a very different type of encounter
Yes.
to what is
Yeah.
in 5th edition. I love it. But yeah, so natural 20, you can go ahead and take that bardic.
Okay.
2 successes, which brings you to 3. So you guys managed to make it successfully through the this portion, making it through without disturbing any of these lumbering behemoths just beneath the canopy. Round 1 has been successfully completed. As we move on to Yana, go ahead, Yana, roll me a d6.
6.
6.
Okay,
As-
this is the drop.
As you guys make it through, despite your best efforts, Gawain, and diverting Echo's near fatal miscalculation, something stirs beneath the canopy, and it becomes, as you guys are drifting along, clipping along at a nice pace, it suddenly drops silent. There's no movement, there's no speech, there's no nothing. Before rocketing through the canopy, just like whoosh, a large chunk of earth just hurtles past you as something has noticed your presence and is attempting to knock you out of the sky. That is the challenge for this round. Yana, you are up. What you doing?
So I would like to use hearing and smell and any other senses I can possibly fit in there to steer away from these creatures.
Absolutely. Give me a... We'll call this... Are you looking to more identify where they are, or more try to navigate through? Which is your focus in this moment?
More trying to navigate away from them.
Navigate away from. Okay. Go ahead and give me survival. You can have advantage for your keen senses.
Okay. It's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Of course it is.
Okay.
Of course it is.
There it is.
All right.
With a +9.
All right. Two successes, starting off strong, as you hear the of the branches breaking and dive just ever so slightly out of the way, and as this massive boulder just hurtles through the air. That is a success. That is two successes. That brings us to Riss. As you are able to ping through exactly where you want to go. Whatever it is that is throwing things at you seems to be falling farther and farther behind. Just barely within range now. But yes, Riss, you are up. With Ned on deck.
But we've completed this round, right?
No, you completed the navigation. You are pulling out of the range of whatever it is that is throwing things at you, but not quite. You are at 2 of 3 successes.
Okay. And what did the person who went before me do? I'm so sorry.
That would have been survival.
Okay. And I need to make a check if I'm trying to cast a spell in the rain?
No, it would be if you're holding concentration, you basically need to make a concentration check every time.
Okay.
Automatically. But casting a spell is no difficult task.
Where are Gawain and I within the group? First off. Can we be towards the back by chance?
Yes. This is more freeform, so exact pinpoint location is up to you. Whatever fits whatever you have in mind.
Would like to be towards the back a bit, potentially like no one behind us. And then how far away is the whatever is throwing things at us? Question mark?
You've pulled at least 90 feet away.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I was thinking it's not gonna. Okay.
Or it could be closer if what you want to do needs you to be a little bit closer. You are pulling away, but you are not out of range and done with this done with this enemy. Or challenge, I should say. So if you have something that has a shorter range than that, that's not a problem.
Okay, well, before we do that, we like to play loosey-goosey with spells in the challenges.
We sure do.
I have a question. My original plan was I was going to try to cast Pulse Wave, and I was going to try to, push it farther back. But it's beyond the range of Pulse Wave, and it's 90 feet away. So, instead, could I do Pulse Wave, but push all of us... use the Pulse to push us forward?
Let me look at it.
I know we're playing loosey-goosey, but,
we sure do.
And so, the idea was basically use the concussive force to throw us all forward. Hopefully the whole group. I don't know.
Constitution saving throw, take some damage, or be
What's
pushed
the
away.
range on that?
30-foot cone. But absolutely, this is the pull that we go for in a skill challenge, for sure. This is why we have to roll for it, because we try to do stuff and be creative with it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a spell attack.
Okay. Cool.
There are, I'll say, still 15 is the DC you're looking for.
Okay.
There will be tiered success. Anything below that.
Okay. Cool. 18.
18. Success. You manage to arc it in such a way that doesn't actually deal damage to the rest of the group. And also put a little bit more space. There is, unfortunately, let's see, Pulse Wave. Intense Pressure Cone. pulls or pushes objects. So you could, interesting, okay. That's fun. Pulse wave, you can bring them towards you. Interesting.
Yeah, it's I haven't been able to use it yet, but I'm gonna pair it with Spirit Guardians eventually. If they try to leave, they're just gonna get yanked back to me.
I'm so mad about this.
Hey, Steven, you want to know something really funny? It's also one of my oath spells.
It sure is.
And so, Gawain and I, not only can we pass them back and forth as we move them into it, anytime either of us uses Pulse Wave to pull them into it, they will also take damage because of the new Spirit Guardian rules.
I'm very mad about this, but also, this is just desserts for killing Sunflower, and she's greater like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was just thinking... I wanted to use this with Sunflower eventually, to literally have us just cheese grate or someone with spike growth.
It's the holy blender.
Holy blender. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Success with an 18, and you rocket your guys forward, propelling you just ever so slightly more than you would be flying, and the whatever creature this is that's lumbering after you, I'll say with a success, the pulse wave blasts a hole in the canopy, and reveals what it is that is chasing you in this moment, and it is the worst looking tree ent creature that you've ever seen. As you this is what you run away from. It is called a wraith root tree. Multiple eyes all over, a splintered trunk, a gash across its core that seems to be oozing some viscous green fluid, and it's walking on two trunks of its legs. I love Attack on Titan. But yes, as you guys clear the projectiles here, we move into the next challenge. Ned, as we come to you, you guys have rushed through, and the ruckus that this pulse wave has kicked up has rushed you past the wraithroot tree that has been chasing you. However, this tree also creates its own uproar as it's thundering after you, and just a wave of disturbance rushes through the canopy. You see ahead of you, drifting up, almost like spore clouds, but they seem like more connected to each other, and they spread out almost into like a net-like shape. As these types of things immediately present themselves, lifting up and almost weightless, like a spider ballooning on the wind. It's like silk strands that look like they've picked up and are directly in your path. You can only imagine that this would be a bad time to run into them.
So it's essentially like web in the air.
Yes.
Are we allowed bonus actions?
Yeah, there's no like you can't do a bonus action. If that is really like the vibe of what you would want to do in this round.
Got it. And I'm assuming we're heading straight for this web.
Yes, there's several of them in the area, and you are directly it's directly in your path.
Got it. Action, shape water. Bonus action, I'm going to quicken spell a sorceress burst made of fire and direct it at that to try and burn them away.
I will. Yes. Since you are spending a resource, I will honor that.
Thank you for the honor.
Be gone, thought.
And burst of fire at the one in front of you. Give me a... This will be a spell attack roll. Since Riss just cast the spell, it will be at disadvantage.
Oh wait, hold on. I thought it was so casting spells counts as the same thing as opposed to with the spell type we used.
Now I'm trying to remember because I
Mm,
think when I
Done different
think
spells
you
before, it
I think
hasn't
you're correct. I think yes, you are correct. As long as it's not the same spell, it is a non-issue. Never mind with the disadvantage. Go for it.
been- So spell attack.
Yes.
— 23.
23 is a success. You hit this thing with a bunch of fire. How much damage does it do just for fun?
It'll be 2d8, and if I get an 8, it'll burst. Let's see what happens.
Now, interestingly enough,
9 fire damage.
9 fire. The frost veil is vulnerable to fire. Shocker. And it just evaporates through, and you are able to duck and weave and hit right through the hole. That is a success on challenge 3. That brings us back to the top of the round, Ivor.
right.
There are more of these things.
What is the biggest target that is already injured?
There's no targets in terms of like a combat scenario. These things you realize to be loosely creature-esque. Like they would have a token on the battlefield if we were in combat. But it's more of a cloud of danger that you have to navigate in some way.
Okay.
If shooting it and getting rid of it is what you want to do, that is a valid option. But there are also, you can be as creative as you want to be to try to find a workaround if you want to do that as well.
My apologies for taking this long.
Not a worry. Ned just cast the spell, and last time you made an initiative roll to try to forestall a disastrous consequence. So you could try to navigate through, as other people have done. You could try to figure out some way to blow these things, because they are they look very, very light. They're incredibly insubstantial. You could try to do something to create wind. You could try to push through in this moment and just speed up for a short time to maybe gain some altitude and fly over. And make up that distance with a little burst of speed temporarily.
Because I don't want to take up too much time, Ivor is just going to actually not ritual cast. He's going to actual cast rope trick, and then rope trick.
If we do that, then we'll lose Nedro's fly spell. Because we only have it for the 20 minutes, is the problem.
Yes, a rope trick does not move.
It does not, it's immovable.
Shit.
It'd be super broken if you could move it, because then you could just cast it and just be like, I'm just carrying this with me like a balloon.
That would be wild.
Yeah, that'd be true.
Yeah. Any of the other ideas that I had pique your interest, or did you have any other thoughts?
And prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. I don't know what's going on with my D20. Like, it's not loading.
Right now, there's nothing on the map that you need to be super worried about, so no worries there, no pressure there to
okay,
figure it
so can me and Echo just shoot the nearest enemy?
You can. There is no there's not necessarily a significant danger that you are trying to avoid, so not a terrible idea to try to just tear through this and rip the web apart before you guys hit it. You have been noticed at this point already collectively, so there's not like stealth to preserve. So at this point, a couple of shots is absolutely acceptable.
You do have your wand of fireballs, buddy. I know you've never used it, but you do have it attuned.
And I do have Bigsy's hands.
Yeah, so any of the above. What you think?
How many charges do you get on that thing a day?
I think 3.
Like
7.
Yeah, it's like 7. A d6 plus 1.
Yeah, regaining a d6 plus 1 a day. But yeah, total of 7 charges. That's a lot of fireballs.
Fireball or gun or Bigby's hand, whatever you want.
Wait, how do you have Bigby's hand?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean mage hand?
No, because I was gonna save that for like later.
No,
I think you're on the wrong eye. I think you're on Wednesday.
Bigby's hand is too high a level.
Oh yeah.
It's 5th level spell.
My bad.
Yeah, so fireball or gunshots, whichever you prefer.
Let's go fireballs.
Go for it. All right, so that would be, we'll say a spell attack roll for the item. So your spell attack bonus plus your d20 roll. That would be plus 8.
So 7 or higher does it.
Come on. Yeah, 17.
17 will succeed. Following in Ned's footsteps, you pull out the wand and just launch a red bead that and just evaporates a portion of these frost veils as you also swoop through. Another success. That brings us on to Gawain.
Fuck him up, brother.
Looking for the final success to get through these nets, basically the frost veils.
Okay, so it's still the nets are still a problem. Interesting. You know what's really unfortunate? It'd be very funny for Gawain to pull out a thing and just be like, yeah, fireball. But I would have disadvantage, and it's not fun. But I think I'll try to combo it, and as the fireball goes through, I'll just shoot a starry wisp off and try to like connect with the fireball as it right as it hits, just so it looks like a little sun going supernova.
Nice. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and give me a spell attack roll.
Just trying to burn through that last little bit. Spell attack. Plus 9. That is a 27.
27, for sure. Yeah, evaporating the last little bit of the frost veil. You have made it through the third round of challenge here, and you're in the home stretch. you can see the edge of the forest ahead. Based on your elevation, you can see where it drops. Ned, you also can feel that the spell is on its last legs. You have been maintaining concentration, and you're pouring everything you can into it. It's almost gone, and you're almost there.
Okay, make sure to stay close, especially now.
All right, so that brings us to Yana, as the clouds have begun to darken, and you notice this now as the fireballs have gone off, the bursts of flame, the bursts of radiance. The overcast shadows have darkened and drifted, stretched. Thunder rolls, and lightning strikes. Lightning strikes in an area very close to you. Not quite spooking Bellatrix, but she swerves out of the way, and you realize you guys are by far the highest objects here, and so any lightning is going to be coming after you guys. The wind and the rain begins to pick up and push harder and more steady. The weather is turning against you, and that is the fourth and final challenge.
Okay. So I would like to squeeze my legs down onto Bellatrix and signal Riss to do the same and hold on tight, and using some kind of acrobatic feats attempt to steer her in a advantageous direction to avoid getting hit.
Absolutely. Go for it. Roll acrobatics.
Okay.
How do you spell that?
Spell what?
Bellatrix.
Bellatrix, Bellatrix.
That's a 17.
Oh, I spelled it right.
17 will succeed. Moving around, you're not sure of the physics of it, but maybe evasive maneuvers works on lightning as well, as it strikes around you. But you maybe confuse it. Who can say exactly? Ducking and weaving, dodging, pulling down below taller objects at opportune moments.
I smelled the ozone and avoided the ozone.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, begin to lead your party through. You are on the home stretch. You can see the end of the forest. Riss. The weather continues to rage around you.
Was that not the third success?
No, that was the first success of the fourth challenge.
Oh, okay. I thought there were 3. I don't know why that. I'm sorry.
I was saying 3 or 4, and I ended up with a fourth round of challenges. So,
okay.
You and maybe Ned, if you don't roll a nat 20.
the pressure. Okay.
And hopefully that'll be where it ends.
Hey, no pressure.
We are beginning to descend? Question mark?
You are... They're not so much a descent, but you can see that you are on the final leg. Just because you guys have had to skim so close to the canopy just to make time, descending... There's nowhere to descend to, but it's approaching fast, your final destination. Speaking of roller coasters.
Mm-hmm. That was part 2.
Wait a minute, did I just make a reference Casey got?
Uh-huh.
Every now and then we're there.
Every now and then.
It's very, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20s are more common.
That's... yeah, I mean...
Well, since Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy.
Okay, I don't. Uh. So sorry. Can I make sure that sorry, I really don't like my options. I apologize. I am not as useful in this situation as I would like to be. Um, is anything still following us?
Things
'Cause
here and there.
We're towards the back, right?
Yeah,
So-
wherever you would like
so-
to be.
Can I, like, while and I forget last turn I definitely said that I was on like Orion with Gawain. I'm not. I'm on Bellatrix. I apologize.
That's right. Which is fine.
Yeah, it didn't matter anyways. But the point being, can I, while Yana is performing this like maneuver to like make sure Bellatrix is steady and everything, can I turn around and like look and study anything that I can see behind us?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, cool.
With the rain and the wind and all of that, it is a challenge. So absolutely qualifies as something you guys would need, because you are by no means unknown as you finish this out.
We all thank the dice gods, because that could have gone really bad, but it's an 18.
18. Absolutely. Success. You do notice several things, and you call it out to the rest of the group of like, hey, this thing is here. Better move. Get out of here. And maybe throw a couple of countermeasures back that way, like a chaser gun. And
Like a fireball or two.
yeah, for sure. All right. 2 out of 3 successes on the final leg brings us to Ned. Bring us home. The weather continues to rage around you.
I am going to pull out my crossbow, and because there's lightning all around us, and we're the highest point, I want to create a point that's higher for the lightning to strike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use True Strike with my crossbow and shoot at an angle away from us to see if I can pull off the most bullshit thing that the lightning strike that instead of us.
Ooh.
Oh,
We just got raided. Hi, guys.
Hi.
hi, Raid.
Hey.
We love a good raid. Welcome.
It's wild because I am actually following Aowen, and I'm like, I know that name. Hi, everybody. I think I have
They're cool. They've rated us before. Go follow them,
yeah,
y'all.
for sure. That's
Yeah.
that makes sense then. I see live notifications. Every once in a while I'll pop in when I have a chance. What's up, everyone? We're trying to outrun a bunch of plant monsters. Right on the cusp. Now, Ned, are you going to quicken either Shape Water or
Shape
Strike.
Water I will.
Okay, sounds good. To maintain concentration and guarantee that last little bit. Well, that was fun. Yes, quicken spell Shape Water as you go to angle this upward. Go ahead and give me a spell attack roll.
It's actually a weapon attack.
Or the weapon attack, that's right. As you fire it up there and just try to divert it like a lightning rod. There's a little bit of metal on there.
Nat 20.
Natural
At the very
20.
end.
At the very, very end.
Actually shoots up, and every single bolt of lightning strikes at it well away from us.
It's almost like the lightning is pulled into it actively as it goes up. There are several bolts that just sort of like hit progressively further away as it flies into the sky. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. As you guys land out of breath, momentarily exhausted, just outside of the forest, and it's definitely you come in for a landing and the spell drops 3 seconds before you guys actually get a landing, so you hit hard, but nothing that you guys won't get up and walk away from. Well done. You've hit every single mark. There was not a failure to be had. You executed everything perfectly. And your hit points thank you for it. The sounds of the forest are none too welcoming, as you can hear the distant lumbers and thunders of whatever these monstrous creatures are, the wraithroot trees among several other entities roaming about. But you made it successfully across the top of the forest, out back into safety, and you are able to continue on your journey, which is a great moment to take a quick break. Sorry, Raiders. I know that you guys came in for more D&D content. I have to go to the bathroom.
We'll be right back.
We will be right back, I promise. But yes, with a successful close to the skill challenge, we will continue on your journey to the headquarters of the Old Guard to figure out what's going on. With the ominous threat looming of potentially still active automated security, that will be another obstacle that you guys will need to face at the headquarters. But we'll be right back. So let's take, since we have some new faces, just take a quick 10. Hopefully not drive everybody away by breaking right when people go come to join us. So if you guys have to go, that's totally okay. But if you can stick around, there's a lot of good stuff and fun stuff just over the horizon on the other side of the break. So don't go anywhere if you can afford to. We'll see you in just a moment.
Get a chance to look at all of the cool character art we have.
That is true. Also, you could go peruse some merch if you want some. We got a lot of stuff. RPGstorytelling.com. It's an extra plug. See you guys in a minute. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks to everyone who was able to stick around through the through the break. No hard feelings if it was just like, whatever. Because I was a little disappointed that we were breaking right away, but I had to go. And it was that time. We were all gearing up for it, I'm sure. So, but yes, bringing us back in, let's readjust the music away from combat and just get a little bit suspenseful with it. As the group successfully navigated, at every turn, the perilous journey across the top of the canopy of the woods here, pushing through and pulling everything they could out of the twinned and extended fly spell that Ned had thrown up, because walking through here would have been a nightmare for sure, because the wraith root wasn't even the worst thing in there. I saw you, Gawain, Dalton, just sort of shaking your head at it, and I was like, oh yeah, because that's from the Wildmount book, so he knows what that is. He knows what this is, and yeah, no, I had there's one other monster, just a notch or two, 1 or 2 CR right above it. Great stuff. I made it a bad time. Lots of big monsters. I was like, yes. So, all of that to say, well done on navigating around it, everybody. As you leave the forest, the open plain, the hilly plains, I should say, the open hills are before you, trekking through the wilderness. But at least it is not the wooded wilderness, and you can see anything coming from a mile or two off, at the very least. So, are you guys beelining for a road? Because you could get to a road. The closest bit of road would take you very close to Castle Ravenloft. However, last you checked, Strahd was still in Vallaki. So,
is he still there?
I was gonna say, Yana could check.
Is he still in Vallaki? He for sure is. Not in the direction of Castle Ravenloft, but toward Vallaki.
Okay.
I have a question before we make a decision. Because we have mounts, if we stayed on the mounts as we are, would it be faster for us to try to get to the road, or faster to go, like, cross country?
On the mounts as you are. Now, Cesar can't carry Ivor indefinitely.
I forgot about that part.
So Ivor is out to travel.
Well, could Ivor go behind Gawain on Orion? I know that still leaves Cesar.
That leaves Cesar, but also Orion can only carry Gawain and Ned. The reason
we
that
only have 2 mounts.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I thought Ned had one. Never mind then. Ignore my question. I'm so sorry.
I need 4 more hours to finish Canis.
My puppy.
Yes.
So I assume as you land, Riss, you are immediately dried.
Yes. Yes. I immediately prestidigitation myself. And I immediately get my spellbook out of the box I'm holding.
So let's see.
Not concerning Gollum behavior at all.
No.
path of least resistance and the quickest is going to be to avoid going up and down unnecessary.
Like hills.
Hills, exactly. You're not going terribly far out of your way. Any time that you would have saved by shortening the distance is more or less going to be taken by the uphill climb and then the careful descent. So it's about a 5-mile trek if you want to avoid Castle Ravenloft, or a 3-mile trek if you're willing to skirt a little bit closer to hit the road earlier.
How close would we be getting to Castle Ravenloft if we did that?
Within a mile and a half, straight on, as the crow flies, as the nautical flies. So, excuse me.
I'm fine with that. That's not like super close. And we know that Strahd isn't at Vallaki. Now, Strahd isn't the only dangerous thing at Castle Ravenloft, but still.
No.
Castle
What's our
Ravenloft.
head team gonna do? Gonna roll up on us alone? Like,
Maybe. You don't know. Don't speak that shit into existence.
What if the castle's a transformer? Maybe that'll attack us next.
Yeah, what if the castle pulls a Baba Lysaga and like starts to gets up and walks toward us?
Maybe.
What if who rolls up on their own?
Like the castle pulls a Baba Lysaga,
Yeah.
like the creeping hut.
No. Who'd you say before that? I missed that. I need to write this down.
I mean, I said if it was a transformer, but that's about it. I don't know.
No, somebody made Riss object, and I want to know what it was. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's yeah.
DM needs to be taking better notes if he wants to catch the stuff. But no, I think a mile and a half away is plenty of distance from the castle, objectively. Does
Very
anyone
well.
object? I don't know how I ended up getting like leadership of this. I did not mean to take it.
You spoke first.
yep.
Great, cool.
It's all yours.
So as
I
you
don't want it.
you do begin to ascend the initial hill, which then curves around, and you'll then go right back down into a small little valley. On your way back toward the road. Riss, since you spoke up first, go ahead and give me a d20 roll.
I just said I didn't want it.
Yep,
It's a 19.
you sure did, didn't you? Do you want to roll a d12? Or a d8?
Sure. I got a d12.
Alright, I'll roll the 8.
It was a 6.
The 6. Here's hoping I roll a 2. Whoops.
If we come across
Whoops.
that bitch again.
Ah, so close. I rolled a 1. As you guys are moving through the rain, Bellatrix, Orion, and Yana clock it first. Despite the rain, a scent trickles through. You are all familiar with.
Here's the
Orion
bitch.
then alerts you, Gawain. What's that?
Did the thing again.
Almost, not quite. That's an 8. We rolled a 7. There are, and the three with the heightened smell are able to notify the rest of the group that there are several Vistana up ahead. Several Vistani up ahead, lying in wait, and as you pass through, the presence of who you are, they recognize it, as they did before. And those who, you know that they're there, You can tell that they're there even if you can't see them. And as you continue to push through, you realize that they're ignoring, they're letting you be.
So they've learned their lesson.
They have learned their lesson. If you recall, they attacked the villagers, and then as soon as you guys were like, hey, they were like, sorry guys. So as your renown has grown, you seem to be reaping some benefits here.
Honestly, I feel like Gawain just like looks to Ned and just goes, I almost want to have a conversation with them about getting a more, respectable line of work, something a little more honest. Because, I mean, if they're allowed to leave, why do they have to prey on the poor people of Barovia?
That's a pretty good point. Maybe they just like it. Also, it's not like people who are well off don't consistently screw over the people who are poorer than them all the time and everywhere, right? It's kind of the norm.
Unfortunately. I'll let it go for now. I would prefer not to have a confrontation with them.
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
Plus, who knows? Maybe confrontation will make that dark thing inside you stir and awaken. You may want to stay clear of certain, aggressive actions.
I agree. Anything unnecessary, we should be.
He is half joking with you, by the way.
Gawain, Gawain legitimately, he just takes that directly to heart. He's like, no, that's a very good point.
Under his breath, it's more fun at the wrist. They at least know what I'm doing.
As you guys continue forward, let's see. Make it just far enough. Yana, roll a d20.
Must I? Must I really? 6.
6. In the rain, the Vistani are the only other creatures or people that you encounter. As you trudge through the not the wasteland, not the wilderness, but the roads less traveled, the hills not often traversed, wilder places of Barovia. You know them very well.
I do.
But the people generally stick to the roads. And as you emerge from this little scoop in the valley between the hills, Castle Ravenloft emerges there off to your left. And you rejoin the Old Svalich Road, walking opposite, away from it. Perhaps hurriedly. Perhaps defiantly. As just instinctively you check the brand again, and he's still in Vallaki.
Okay.
Does he know? He has to know that you've marked him by now. Strahd is far too great a tactician to allow such a glaring oversight without at least knowing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Could you have had him? Could he have been had this significantly? Do you have the drop on him? Surely not. But a little part of you hopes that you've bested him in this way, and you know something he doesn't know. But despite your better judgment, you hope against hope. As you continue on the road, the rain slowly begins to let up a little bit, easing back to a gentle sprinkling. As you approach these gates that you have passed through but 2 days before, the giant monoliths with their headless statues and the enormous gates set here between these two hills, and the mist sits thick, like walking through a fog that only rolls but a foot or two off the ground, maybe 2 or 3 feet off the ground. Ned, roll a d20.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. Roll a d12.
2.
2. Let's see. As you're walking, your feet are concealed, and the mist swirls up as silt on the ocean floor. Moving through it agitates it before it slowly settles back down. Roll a d100.
$75.
75. Not knowing exactly where your exactly where your feet fall, you step on something small and round, like a handle. Do you want to interact with this, or are you leaving it be? You cannot see what it is.
I'm supposed to do the yes and thing, so if it's gonna kill me, let's find out. Sure.
You reach down and you grasp.
I'm only doing this because we've ignored that windmill for like what? Ever since we started this game. So yeah, it's gonna track us something he presents to us.
Peach notices you notice it and whispers into your ear that what's that? What's that? What have you found? I want to see.
I guess we'll find out. And
as you pick it up, it's small. It's not heavy. A small hand mirror. There's a crack up the one side of the oval shape, polished surface. But for the most part, it's a good mirror. And as you hold it up, your hair is mostly gray with speckles of black. Your beard mostly salt with just a little bit of dark. Crow's feet around your eyes, bags, and you look weary, like life has kicked the crap out of you, but that you still stand. And you don't recognize it as yourself for a moment, except then you see the glasses and the background moving, and you realize that this is showing you what you may look like 40, 50, 60, 70 years from now.
which immediately makes Ned fairly sad because he will, in fact, not reach that.
What is it?
a mirror that certainly doesn't show my future. And then I'll angle it so that Peach can see themselves.
As you glance back, Peach is in just the right sort of orientation to be able to take a glimpse at her reflection. What happened? My eye! Do I have both of my eyes?
You certainly do. What do you see?
I'm worn. I'm missing one of my eyes and some of my hair. And my cheek is ripped open. And my stuffing's falling out.
Well, I can assure you don't look like that. I think this mirror just ages whoever looks into it.
But not for real, right? I'm not actually falling apart?
Is she actually?
No, she's not.
Absolutely not. Perfectly fine to me.
Okay, good.
It's a nice trick, though. And I'll stuff it into my backpack.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm assuming for Peach.
Yeah.
$21.
21. Noted. Thank you.
No feedback from her on whatever that was about?
No.
Okay. Cool.
No, that's a behind the scenes role.
Got it. It means that when she does in fact kill me, she'll be nicer about it. But I did put it in my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Does this thing have a name?
The mirror? No.
Mhm.
It is a trinket from the Gothic trinkets table. A small mirror that shows a much older version of the viewer.
Got it. Well, I'll just make a random item for it.
Mm-hmm.
And figure out a way to exploit it.
Yes. Well, you know Strahd is a peacock, and half the reason he became immortal is because he was afraid of aging. But yes, so as you guys continue onward, step through the gates, they open before you. You step through them. You never hear them close. You've never heard them close, and yet they are always closed upon each passing. As you guys continue onward, you are approaching the windmill. Now that you mention it, however, you have often approached the windmill on the way to Vallaki, so this is no new thing.
Keep in mind, we did comment that we would visit it next time we saw it. So if anybody wanted to, they could point it out. We can do that.
Gawain, you're the last one. Go ahead and give me a d20.
All right.
18.
18. Roll a d12. All the random encounters today. I love it, guys.
D12, you said?
Yes, please. Unless you want to roll a d8.
I'll roll a D12. 11.
11. All right, come here. 11, 18. As you're approaching as you're continuing and the road curves around following a, almost like a shelf that's cut into this hill that's been worn in by travel, the brushes explode with several little needle blights, which are... I'm going to roll... I will roll an attack against each of you, because at best... No, you know what? You can't be surprised. Because of the stupid... You hear rustling, and just before they leap out, you glance, and they leap out in your direction, and because of the coffee and the breakfast that Gawain has cooked for the group this morning, you're able to just how do you guys want to just cut these things down before they even land a blow? What does this look like?
Is it still raining?
Gently.
Gawain will just hearing the rustling will just go pull the axe, and it'll just go and catch on fire. And as soon as they pop out, he'll just and probably just absolutely take one of them out, catch it on fire.
Angry twig noises. Anything else? Anyone else have anything that they would want to do here? Any coup de grace that you want to describe, or shall we continue?
I'm good with continue.
At this point,
I was just
2d4
gonna
twig blights.
I was
Nothing.
gonna say I set them on fire, but that directly goes against the fact that it's raining. So maybe I don't set them on fire.
I mean, there's a lot of fire going on. This rain is like a gentle mist. It's not a downpour by any means. They will continue to burn.
Which, side note, did you guys see on the Roll20 that it's actually like there's a rain
Yeah,
effect?
no, I did see that.
It threw me for the biggest loop because not only did it make it a little bit lighter, like the exposure brightened, but suddenly I started seeing motion, and I was like, what is happening here? And then I was like, oh, it's rain, and I couldn't keep it in. I exclaimed it earlier. That's when I noticed it. That was a light bulb popping on. But yes, as you guys deal handily with these twig blights, you pass. You can divert to the windmill, or you can pass by it. That is up to you guys.
Let's go through the windmill, because the description of where the headquarters is like due east, so no sense going north and then back south.
Through the windmill or by the windmill?
Through the windmill area and then straight into the woods from there.
Understood.
Is that good enough for him?
He needs to know like exact.
Well, no, I just wanted to... When you said through the windmill, I wasn't sure if you were like, let's hit it on the way, or if you were saying, let's go... We can go through that hex, but like no need to like skirt around it, but also no need to explore it.
I mean, if there's something there to explore, then we'll explore.
I mean, well, there's something to explore everywhere. It's up to you guys. This is a sandbox.
Exactly.
So, yeah, if you wish to, you guys have looked at this every time you've traveled. People have talked about it on more than one occasion. It is up to you if you wish to investigate, or if you wish to focus on the task at hand. Are side quests a thing that you can afford in this moment?
Is it all right if we stop for about 10 minutes? I kind of want to ritual cast a speak with animals, and then see if I can get like a raven or something to go scout it out for us.
That could be good.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I will ritual cast speak with animals.
Yeah, so you make it over there, and you can go ahead and ritual cast. As you approach, let's see. Areas. OPQRS. Let's see. The Old Svalich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanoch Mountains and the valley here to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. or ascends out of the fog-filled valley as you guys are, the direction you guys are going. In the heart of the valley that you pass through, you see the walled town near the shore. Nope, just kidding. No, yes, you guys are going, so it descends. Okay, so the transitions here from a winding path to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it also descends into a fog-filled valley. I apologize. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake that you know to be Vallaki on the lake of, on the shores of Lake Zarovich. The waters dark and still, but you know to hold a powerful secret, a new entity that calls that area home. A branch of the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. As you guys approach, the onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway, which leads to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks, agitated.
And I have Speak with Animals up at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to try to get its attention from a distance. Would attract a raven. Gawain's just going to minor illusion on the in his hand. A just really ravens eat worms, right?
I think so. Worm, a variety of things. Ravens are...
Yeah. Okay.
Ravens are omnivores. I'm 90% sure.
They do eat worms.
I
As
thought so, too.
omnivores, yep, consume a wide variety of foods, insects, worms, foraging, carrion, fruit, seeds, garbage, the works.
Okay, sweet. I'll not minor illusion, I don't want to be a tease. I'll actually just take out some nice dried nuts and stuff from my stuff I got from the Vistani. I'll just take out like a little handful and just take out my little mirror, my little signal mirror, and basically just basically create a light on a ball bearing, hold it so that only a little bit shines through, and just use a mirror to just like angle it just so that it catches its eye, and hopefully it wants to come investigate.
Mm-hmm. Everyone give me an insight check as Gawain is trying to get a hold of this thing.
Hold on, I have to check my insight.
12.
11.
23!
Hey.
What does this bird tell me?
Nevermore.
Gawain?
Oh, me too. Sorry, I thought they were inciting me for some reason. Sorry.
No. The bird.
17.
17. Yana, this thing is... Ravens are annoying. Couldn't he find a better animal to try to commune with? Gawain, Riss, and Ned, you guys, however, all notice that it, like, as you begin this, it looks over, turns its head, and then it just sort of, like, rolls its neck, like, almost, you would swear it's just like, this is so, it's like over this sort of, like, it's so over this kind of behavior, and it just flaps and just soars right over to you, and before it lands, looks down at the you said you have a couple of worms?
No, I pulled out like some like nice like roasted nuts,
Mm-hmm.
and some like pistachios and walnuts, maybe like a pecan or two. Just a nice little medley.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks down in your hand, just sort of like pecks at a nut or two, and then looks at you expectantly.
Hello, friend. Hello, friend. I was wondering if you seem to either live there or be roosted over there currently. I was just wondering if you knew what was going on with that place. We're terribly curious about it.
I mean, curiosity is what kills a cat, right? Excuse me. Curiosity is what kills the cat, right? I wouldn't, unless you really want to.
Is there a reason why we should not?
Well, it's dangerous. You know what lives there, right?
No.
It's the hags that sell the dream pies.
I want to know why the Raven knows the hags sell the dream pies.
Ravens are very smart, so they probably just observe them.
It's true.
Actually, ravens are extremely smart.
They are.
Gawain, you can give me another insight check.
19.
As smart as ravens are, this one is...
Do I get were-raven vibes?
You do get were-raven vibes.
Stab it. I'm joking.
What is your name?
Wait, so can we understand this?
No. It's speaking raven.
Yeah, it's probably like in bird form. So
Mm-hmm. I'm Stefania. I'm sorry, you wouldn't recognize me here. We met when you visited the vineyard the first time.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have her brother's name in my notes.
Stefanio.
No, where is it?
Adrian?
Yeah. Adrian, that's it. He's the other were-raven. Adrian Mardukov.
Mm-hmm.
And Davian Mardukov is, I think,
Yes.
her father?
Yes, their father.
Yes. And he's the one who has given us his oath that he will join us in the final battle.
Davian or Adrian?
Davian.
Davian, yes. Yes. I mean, if you wish to take care of this, I am trying to figure out what they make the pies from. I can't imagine it's a good thing. As the rain begins to let up, and finally stops falling from the sky, I don't trust it. They're hags making pastries that have hallucinogenic properties, but I'm trying to gather more information on exactly what is going on.
That's incredibly interesting. And
Have you
concerning.
tried any?
I think I did. Did I, DM?
Not these.
No, okay. I think I had a baked good of theirs, but not... I never hallucinated, to my knowledge.
I suppose that is probably a good thing. I don't know what they put in them.
Maybe... And they're still selling them in Vlaki.
Oh yeah, they're a big hit. Everyone loves them. It's not a good look. People are strung out. It's a very small quantity, and everyone fights over them, and then just sort of like some people get wasted in the streets, and it's very bad. It's very unbecoming. It's a bad look.
DM, would Riss and Yana know about this?
You guys would be very familiar with the Dream Pies. It is something that many people are very excited for. They are excellent, and it's you can't eat just one kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It takes extreme willpower to not consume everything, all of them that you can get your hands on in one sitting. They also produce, goodness gracious.
And obviously, we're not privy to the Ravens side of the conversation. But
correct. All you hear is Gawain talking to a raven.
Yeah, and he is not like speaking common currently. He is fully making bird noises.
Yep.
It's also funny because ravens are really good at mimicking people too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Is by any chance, even though we're not aware of this conversation, but us as people are they, is it talking about the same hags that we like killed? Or are there more hags in this place now?
Yeah, because I thought we killed them.
So much killing.
Mm-hmm.
You killed some hags.
So there's more than 4 hags in this damn... What the hell is wrong with this place?
Welcome to home.
Hey, Yana, your home sucks.
Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to change it?
There we are. Let's see. It doesn't say...
just from my notes, is Stefania a Martikov?
She is, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm assuming she's Adrian's sister, or...
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why this doesn't tell me what these pies do.
There's if you look in the Pyram King books that I sent you.
Oh yes,
it does say it in there.
It does describe it a little bit more. It is very much like a high, and it produces wild dreams. Sometimes they're good. Usually they're good. Sometimes they're bad, but usually they're good. If I'll take a gander, and if they have anything significantly different, we will I'll update you. But for now, I feel like that's good enough. Yeah, they're back at it. They took a break for a while, but they're back. She takes another nut from the hand, pecks another nut out of your hand.
Okay, well, this is rather concerning. Do you believe it is of... would you prefer that we wait until you have more solid evidence, or would you prefer the backup that we could provide?
Yes and yes. Let me do a little more poking around, see what I can see. And we will talk to you about it, and figure out how we want to proceed once we know more.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. I'll turn to the group after all the, 5 solid minutes of just bird noises. So, this is Stefania Martikov. She's a friend. We met her at the vineyard. This is Adrian's sister.
She begins to hop around and squawk concernedly, like, don't out me! I'm undercover!
I whispered it. Yeah, Gawain's not out here just, yelling. He's, respecting their privacy as spies,
Of course.
but alerting the group.
He actually forgot to switch to common. Has been squawking at us the whole time.
I like that more.
And so she's squawking like, "Hey, no, you're talking to me still. Switch over."
Sorry. Oh, but yeah. Sorry. I'll whisper. Sorry. Oh, but yeah. Sorry. I'll whisper. This is a friend. They are. I'll fill you in a little bit, but they are currently doing some reconnaissance on the. Excuse me. On the location over there. So the hags that make the dream pies are apparently back. Or so I've been told.
I thought you said you had
and
killed them.
I thought we had. But apparently they're still there and they're making more pastries with hallucinogenics in them.
Wait, are these the old ladies that were in Vallaki?
They disguise themselves as old ladies, right? DM? Yes. Yes. But apparently there's concern
No, they were
of...
definitely like with Baba Lysaga. We definitely murdered them at Yester Hill.
What's the likelihood that this place is just riddled with hags?
What if they're ghost hags?
I thought, but no. I thought it was like we specifically knew that it was them. Like that's how we figured out they were hags in the first place because we didn't know before then.
No. What I mean is maybe there's just multiple hags running around here selling baked goods, and we got rid of some of them, but there's just more of them because this place sucks.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a possibility because it is.
That or, hold on. Remember when we rolled really, really well on all that like hag research?
Oh yeah.
Are we aware of like any way that hags come back? Like if we don't, I don't know, do some whatever to make sure they don't come back?
There's
Sprinkle
no
with holy water or whatever.
Yeah. There's no like death rite that you have to do to keep them dead. However, you are familiar, especially since you traveled with oh boy. Who was the who was your the new character you brought in, Sarah? I can't remember her name.
Misty.
Misty, yes. Since you traveled with Misty, you are familiar with the concept of somebody who is hag adjacent. Your research revealed that to be something called a hex blood, which, in the absence of a hag, could be snapped up into a hag and grow to take their place. So it could be a number of things going on here. They could be back, they could be ghosts, they could be new hags that arose from hexbloods who just sort of like grew to fill the shoes of these individuals before them. There's a couple of options on the table.
Well, if they're still making pies and things, we should definitely get rid of them.
I mean, it sounds like we're
yes.
going to go look at whatever is in the windmill.
Well,
No, it's a
Stefania
windmill.
has our friend here has requested that we give them a little bit more time to do some reconnaissance, and then they would prefer that we go in as backup.
Sure. Do we have enough? Will this reconnaissance take enough time for us to take a short rest by chance?
I'll go back to Stefania. How long do you think you will need?
Oh, longer than that. Maybe a few days.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll turn back. I'm just gonna back to the group, back and forth, just kind of keep them apprised as I'm talking.
Forgive me, can't werebeings speak like normal humans like Yasha does when she's in her wolf form? Is this were-raven being specifically difficult right now?
I don't know if they can. Let me look.
I don't think a werewolf can talk in wolf
form. I think you can talk in hybrid form.
Hybrid form.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
But there's also an element of Stefania might also be trying to preserve her cover, and if she spoke, then if there are hags in this windmill, they definitely know something's onto them.
Okay. That's fair.
But yes, they a couple of days probably that should work with us. We have some things we need to get done. If you need to get a hold of us, you can go ahead and just reach out to your aunt Danica. She's our point of contact in Blackie.
Oh yeah. We'll let you know. We got this.
Thank you very much. If there's anything we can do for you, just please let us know.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I'll put the word in, and somebody'll hear, and then Danica will reach out to you. Absolutely.
Right.
And one more for the road, and he grabs a cashew and just flutters off.
So yeah, I think we should circle around the mill, just circumvent it for now.
For now. And we'll just continue on.
All right. Giving it a little bit wider of a berth than you had initially anticipated, you push onward toward where it is that you have been told this headquarters is located. Riss, go and roll me a d20 as you guys are completing the final leg of this push through the forest.
At 12.
12. It is refreshing that this forest is largely quiet, largely peaceful, just like the background drone of insects and birds here and there. No massive lumbering behemoths, no trees walking around, no boulders being flung, no weird web creatures floating around just waiting to melt you. It's a regular forest. It's great, guys.
Yay.
As you approach, you get to about where you're told it was. And there's nothing. It's just forest.
Ooh. What if it's... I mean, it wouldn't... If there were a building here, it would have been found a while ago, right?
A what?
A building? Like, if there was a structure here, it probably would have been found a long time ago. What if it's underground? Can you look for that, Nedro?
Not sure how many people actually come into the forests.
That's fair.
So we don't see anything?
Go ahead and give me, if you want to take a look around, give me either perception or investigation.
I'll do some investigation with that.
I will give a bardic inspiration to Yana
Somehow I'm better on
As-
investigation.
as we begin to start looking around.
Okay.
12 for investigation.
30.
Seems better.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit.
Can I also roll investigation?
Sure.
31 if I include the bardic.
Perception.
You can hang on to the bardic. You don't need it.
Okay.
I think I got an 18.
18. Yeah. Between the Yana knows what she's looking for. You are not unfamiliar with this is your territory, literally, and your history, your heritage. But it's also you're also very good at this. Riss, you are also very good at this. You know what kinds of things to look for that are out of place. And both of you guys realize very quickly that Gawain is absolutely correct. This has to be underground because it's not here.
Mm-hmm.
There is no sign of anything, no sign of any ruins or previous structures.
Yeah, I'm looking for symbols or signs, not like road signs, but like stacks of rocks or little symbol cut into a tree, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. And with a 30, you absolutely find that. Just the slight. If you didn't know to look for it, you wouldn't have even taken a second glance at that burl knot on that tree. But now that, but because you know to look for it, it's almost as though it's been grown into a signal rune, and twisted rather than carved. And you are absolutely able to pinpoint where this is. There is a small clearing, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Just where the trees just thin out just enough that there's some space, but not enough that it's overly suspicious. But as you're looking at it, the trees are spaced very evenly. They're a very nice shape around the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like all misshapen and curled over and gnarly. And there's it's got to be an entrance of some kind here.
So I'm gonna start off with kind of kicking the brush and grass and other things with my foot, just trying to see if I can find some specific location for a doorway or a portal of some sort. And then once I think I've gotten to the right area, I'll kind of get down and kind of start investigating a little deeper using my hands.
Mm-hmm. You realize very quickly it's not a mechanism. It's like a magical lock on a door.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a portal magical lock, but it's not like you could pick it and open it up. It's magically sealed in some way.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's going to be able to have a chance to get through this, it's going to be you, because you would carry some sort of. If anyone's going to have it, you're going to have some sort of authorization.
Okay. I'm trying to think what I have on me. Nope. That won't do it.
It's your birthday.
What about? Wait, you said the knot, like the knot itself in the wood is the magical doorknob. For lack of a better word.
Less a doorknob, more like a signal rune or a marking rune.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. And there's an actual, like, engraved or carved in rune there?
It's twisted into a way that looks like an artificial shape. It would not have grown naturally in this form. Like the negative space and the depressions almost looks like it was carved, but the bark is like smooth and rolls over it. It's very clearly like magically shaped into the wood.
Got it. So I'm going to start off with taking my fingers and kind of breaking the bark off of it to kind of reveal more of it. And I'll kind of trace my finger over it just to kind of get the lay of it. And then I'll, if nothing happens from doing that, I'll shift and use my claw.
Scratching at it?
Yeah.
You scrape over it, and it still seems to be unresponsive and inert.
Okay. Is there some kind of check I could do to detect a magicality of it?
For sure. Give me an Arcana check. As you're doing this, and the rest of you see Yana begin to like try to fiddle with this, the bark slowly regrows over the rune, sort of pushing itself. It doesn't, there's like seams or like a place where it meets that wasn't there before, but if you hadn't seen what it looked like initially, this would still look totally normal and natural. Almost as though it's obfuscating that, because once you peel the bark away, it looks very unnatural. But it covers itself back up and obfuscates its arcane nature as soon as you remove your hand. Okay. But yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
25.
25. You're a blood hunter. You are a blood hunter, member of a blood hunter order, and this is an ancient headquarters of blood hunters.
Okay.
There's got to be some sort of blood involved in this for sure.
Yep. So I'll
know your essence.
I'll pull out Fenris just enough to have some blade there, and I'll slice my hand on it, and just place my hand onto the stump.
It immediately the blood like soaks in, and it lights up, and down the striations of the bark, this crimson light just sort of like rolls, and moves itself around each of the other trees that are standing here along the outside of this this clearing. It sort of lights them up one at a time, and then they sink down into the earth. The light sinks down into the earth and just sort of radiates. It pulls back inward into the center of the clearing, and the ground itself just sort of splits open, and it like spins, revealing a spiral staircase downward.
Look, stairs. I wonder where they go.
Guess we'll have to find out. Pull the axe with light on it, and I'll just have it for the extra little ambiance and the light. Question, DM. Can Orion and Bellatrix come with?
They can squeeze in, yeah.
Sweet.
Second question, actually two questions. One, can we have Ivor search for traps? Two, is this made of stone?
It is made of stone.
I will use my tremor sense.
Tremor sense. Awesome. How far is that?
I believe. Let me triple check. I want to say 60 feet, but don't believe me until I read it.
That sounds right.
It does sound right.
Stone coding is
But I was
bonus
hold.
action. Gain charm sense for a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes.
Right now, I believe you.
And it's 4 uses because it's a proficiency bonus amount of times or something, I suppose.
Ivor
That's cool.
will search for traps. That's a decent amount. He finds relics of an ancient, like a security system. Not trip wires per se, but things that would detect the presence of a creature in certain areas, individual steps, pressure plates, a couple of things on the way down, more just to notify that somebody's there. There's no poison dart trap, but it is an early warning sign. They do not seem to be active, whether that's because they degenerated over time or because a blood hunter has opened the portal or has opened the door. It is unclear. Or at least they do not respond when he interacts with them whatsoever. As he checks this, clears the way. Ned, your tremor sense just sort of the spiral staircase is a little bit less, about 50 feet down into the ground. So you get a little bit of area down below. There is, let me look at the map. Old Guard. The map. Old Guard. All right. Sure, fix the map. Unable to fix the map. I don't care. As the stairs descend, there is a mechanism. There is some sort of mechanism built in down here at the base that that does not seem to be working. Does not seem to be functional whatsoever. Perhaps there was some sort of quicker, automated way to get up and down out of here, but it's not functioning at the moment. As you descend, tremor sense. Let's see. That's not a condition or a defense. That would be over in the sense types. That's right. Let's see. E 2024. Let's see. Creature with tremor sense can pinpoint the location of creatures and moving objects within a specific range, provided that creature with tremor sense, and anything it detected are both in contact with the same surface as the ground, wall, or ceiling, or the same liquid. It can't detect creatures or objects in the air, and it doesn't count as a form of sight.
It's very much tough.
Yes. As you descend, you specifically become aware of, let's see. A large, you're mostly down the staircase. You've completed several revolutions. There is a large, moving entity, that you give it a moment and you invest in, you just sort of wait and listen, and it seems to be moving and then going back and then returning, like it's walking a post on like a mindless guard.
I will let the party know about that. Do I get like a How big is this? What shape is this?
Roughly humanoid. Fine details are just a little bit too much to pinpoint. Roughly
Mhm.
humanoid, large. Size category large.
Is it on? Are we within 30 feet of this thing?
It's within 60 feet at the very least.
Correct. within 60 feet.
When we get within 30 feet, let me know if the helm illuminates. If it's undead, it'll pop, and my helm will glow.
What is happening?
Mm.
Who is moving my map?
Mhm.
I mean, at that point, the answer has to be Sarah, and she's fixing something. But yes, as you
I
guys...
accidentally bumped it and was trying to put it back.
It's okay. You good. Not a worry. I figured that's what it was. You guys continue to descend, and it does not reach 30 feet before you are ready to descend and, like, leave the stairs.
So we're within 30 feet and it didn't glow, or we're...
No, it is not within 30 feet.
Okay.
Are you guys trying to move quietly, or are you just sort of doing your thing?
I would like to until we know what we're dealing with.
Move quietly. Be as stealthy as we can be until we can't be anymore.
You know the drill?
Yeah.
Stealth checks.
Famously, we're good if this is a party.
Do
Ooh, I got a 17.
you want stealth?
Actually, not bad.
Do you want stealth from Orion and Bellatrix as well?
Yes. For this situation, I would like that, since they are squeezing themselves through the staircase.
Do I feel sufficiently sneaky with a 17?
You feel pretty sneaky with 17. You haven't set up, you haven't kicked any rocks, you haven't tripped and, like, clunked into anything.
So that's...
You wouldn't have noticed you.
It's a dirty 20 for Yana and a 15 for Bellatrix.
Okay.
That is a 18 for Gawain and a 17 from O'Brien.
You said 18 from Gawain?
Correct.
Riss?
I got an 11.
11. Overall, not bad. All things considered. Oh no, that would just make it. Since squeezing through resulted in a slightly higher DC. However, Orion is still successful. Yeah. So you guys move pretty quietly. Your tremor sense does not detect any notable or sudden changes in this entity.
What, any other entities?
Any other entities? Let me consult my jungle guide. Boy, there it is. What the heck? There it is. All right. The area here. 1, 2, 12, and 13, and 14. 1, 2, 12, 13, and 14.
There's actually one right next to us.
No, you do not notice any other moving entities within that 60-foot range. There are other things. There's like skittering insects. that you notice a couple of swarms of that you mark those to be aware of, specifically on some skeletons hiding within and sort of like crawling all over. But that one large figure is the only one that you clock in the area.
You want me to place him on the map?
Not just yet.
Okay.
Since we'll pick up here next time.
Okay.
Now Ivor also does check and say, "Hey, we got a live one. There is one. It's a detection thing. I know it's gonna try to notice that I'm here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything about it."
That it'll notice Ivor specifically or all of us?
He found he found a like a tripwire, basically. Not a tripwire, but a sensor. That if there are automated defenses, this would immediately set them all off.
Okay.
I can try to futz with it, but if it doesn't go to plan, that's gonna be a bad day.
Is this a mechanical sensor or a magical sensor?
I'll give it a look. It's arcane attack more than anything. So more mechanical than it's not just like a rune in the wall. So it is more mechanical. So he may be able to do something with it. But yeah.
Since Ivor has been teaching me, you said I was very close to getting proficiency with thieves' tools. Could I at least give him the help action, since he's been teaching me enough?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Helping him with the basics, freeing him to focus up a little bit more.
And I will give him a bardic inspiration as well.
Okay. And that is
I'll just put my hand on his shoulder and just say, "Please don't blow us up, buddy."
That's not great.
He also has Flash of Genius.
He does have Flash of Genius. So this would absolutely be Thieves' Tools, which is... Goodness. He doesn't have expertise in this,
10.
correct? Just...
Yes, he does. Any tool he is proficient in, he's actually he's an expert in.
That's terrible. Where does that come from?
Level 6 or 7 of Artificer. Tool expertise.
Proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that uses your proficiency with a tool. Dang. All right. Okay.
Yep.
4 plus 4 plus 2. Yeah, 10. That's a 16, which is not going to cut it. He will roll the dirty 20. And he's going to flash a genius just to make sure. So I'll mark that off.
Yeah. That's a good point.
25. He does manage to pry this thing, this little nub fully out of the wall and just sort of like slow and just sort of like cut the wires. My goodness. And just sever the wires just so. And it just goes from like this soft, like pulsing tone that you didn't notice until he brought it to your attention. It just... and fades. It's... I feel like somebody... I just need to fix my glasses. Oh, goodness. That was hurting my eyes. Oh, it's not a +5, it's a +4. So that's 24. Still, same deal. Alright, I got it. Nice work.
Just give him a low 5. Very quiet low 5.
Mm-hmm. And you guys, actually, I will place the party here. As you guys all step out down into this area, now that it has been cleared by Ivor.
Can I get my 60 feet of tremor sense, and I won't tell anybody what I see?
Yes. You don't tell anyone, but it's exactly the same. Nothing new.
Well, I want to see the creature.
Oh, yes. Let me actually here, I will. It's I'll give you a sneak preview.
Hey.
All right, let's see.
Between flying, I'm a master of air, tremor sense of earth. I have shape water for water. And I can cast fireball. I am the avatar, guys.
He is the one who will bring balance, so it actually really does fit.
Oh, look at that. That is certainly a thing.
Let's see.
But to bring balance, he has to go to the dark side first.
It's perfect.
I'm literally like knee deep in the dark side every time I step out in Barovia. It's
Oh,
fun.
you know why?
Right.
Oh boy. All right. Sarah, you nudged the map and it messed up my lighting walls.
Lighting.
And you scaled it. What have you done?
All he did was click fix.
I tried to click fix and it didn't work. Don't mess up my maps. All right. All right. Let me.
Oh.
In theory, all it's done is scale it, so it should still be scalable back. I've done this before, and I've had good results. I think that more or less covers it. Stop moving. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, because I didn't change the scale, so.
By the way, is this place actually lit?
Yes. I'm gonna have to figure this out.
I'll go back. I'll go back and fix all the lines for you over the week. Since I messed them up.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I don't know what's going on. Oh man. Okay, that's fine. I'll yeah, I appreciate it. I'll take a peek as well and just make sure it works for what I had in mind as well. Yeah, so as you there we go. That gets us close.
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying. I had secret doors set up.
I didn't change any of the doors.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm very particular about lining secret doors up with the walls so, like, lightning doesn't give it away.
Yep.
Oh, man. It just... Grr. And I'm not mad at you because I also tried to fix it and it would have done exactly the same thing to me. Yeah, it irritates.
Yep.
But you do... What you... As you guys land here, you do hear the... of the heavy footfalls of whatever this thing is, sort of stomping and then stopping, turning, and turning back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we'll pick up next time. As you guys are descended into the belly of the beast, down into the heart of the headquarters, heart of the old guard, and can we boom, cool, into the heart of the old guard, and there seems to be life here, or it seems to be activity here at the very least, as you were warned about. So, with that, we'll go ahead and wrap for the evening. That was lots of fun.
Yes.
I definitely could tell that I was stalling toward the end. I was like, I don't want to. There's stuff that's happening, and I don't want to do it 30 minutes before we end. I don't love that feeling, but I'm very excited to continue with this. I made this map a long time ago, several weeks ago, and I'm excited to circle back to it. So all of this is obviously homebrew, and I had to use a map maker to figure out what I was going to do for this. Now that means I have to go on and actually stock the other layers of this dungeon, depending on what direction you go. So that'll be fun. Awesome. Well, thank you to everyone who joined us live. Thanks for going on this journey with us. And to all of you who are watching on the VODs on YouTube. I appreciate the views. Thank you so much. If you do want to join us live, we stream almost every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, or whatever that is your local time, either here in the U.S. or around the world. But that's all for us this evening. So we'll be back hopefully next week with another episode. Thank you very much for joining us. And always remember, you are the legend at the end of the Dragon's Tale. Good night, everyone.
Night.